The arrangement is one of the most important parts of any production, and today I want to share with you a simple technique that I think you need to master in order to take your songs from simple loops to professional songs. Before we start, if you're a Studio One user, don't forget to download my free productivity toolbar. This is a macro toolbar that sits at the top of your timeline for easy access and combines a bunch of Studio One's production functions into time-saving one-click buttons. The productivity toolbar is completely free, so if you want to start speeding up your Studio One workflow today, then click the first link down below to get access. Okay, so I recently produced an entire project for a client that was released this past December. The project is called Project 4320 by 80 the Artist, and you can actually listen to it now on all streaming platforms. Today though, I wanted to take one of those songs and walk you through the arrangement and specifically talk about one crucial element that I believe any good production should have, and that is dynamics. The way that I like to describe dynamics is variation or change in energy, and this element is super important because it helps break the monotony of a loop and ultimately keeps the listener engaged. Now, if you're a trained musician, this is no different from what you might see in a piece of sheet music. In notated music, you will often find symbols that will tell you how loud or how soft to play notes, and this is on purpose because music should be expressive. Even with something as simple as talking. When you're excited, you might get a little loud, and when you are sad, that energy is going to come down. This is dynamics, and in production, it is super important. Okay, so you understand dynamics now, but how do you include that in your productions? Well, the easiest way is to add or remove elements from different sections to help manipulate and guide that energy. Let me show you. So jumping into Studio One here, I have track 7 of the project titled Made Man featuring Indie Indigo and Quentin Cambridge. Now, I'm going to play the song first, and I want you to pay attention to the elements that are being dropped and added to help move energy. As you listen, I also want you to pay attention to the labels that I've put here on the arranger track, as well as the colors of the audio files. Both are important.
Ha, 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 I make them roll in they grave. Ancestors smiling, I know I'm inspiring. I broke them out of the cage, taking my parents to early retirement. Please get the f*** out my face. Look back at the sex, you should ask if they hiring. They used to laugh in my face. Please get the f*** out of the way.
I feel like a made man. I feel like 100 grand when I walk through. I'm imported from Japan. You cruise on my left hand. Watching you talk to. These keep fumbling. The money keep coming in. What you gon' do? You cross with my brother and them. Their heads will be tumbling. But that's on you. Yeah, that's on you. We all got choices. You can choose your life or a bag. Pick your poison. You can choose your life or a bag. We all got choices. You can choose your life or a bag. Pick your.
Like tailor-made dress pants, I need you to cut me slack, ain't no running back. If it's adding up, give me some of that. Let the rain fall and the thunder clap. When my mood change, be the new man. I'ma do things that a few can't. Till my paper good like a new stamp. It's a new day, got a new plan. Ay. Only X that I want is some extra money. Look, I'm dead serious, but I'm better funny. I'ma say my truth, then I show and prove. Hate or love it, you gon' get it from me. Teddy Pendergrass or Ted Bundy. If I let it sing, you a dead dummy. So if nothing changed, need a wedding ring, newlywed
I make them roll in they grave. Ancestors smiling, I know I'm inspiring.
4320, take a flight. 72 hours we arrive. Baby, push the to the side. Do you wanna join the mile high? 4320, take a flight. 72 hours we arrive. Baby, push the to the side. Do you wanna join the mile high?
Alright, so what did you notice? If we take a look at the instrumental arrangement, I had 3 main elements that were constant throughout the entire song, and those were the horn sample, the organ, and the synth. Now, these three helped build the foundation for the song, but the real magic, though, came from the other elements that were either present or absent in the different sections. Now, the chorus, which in most songs is the catchiest section that repeats a few times, will usually be the one with the most energy. So, in those moments, I included everything, and that consisted of those three basic elements that we talked about, but also two types of basses, an 808 and a synth bass, a basic drum pattern, which consisted of a kick, a snare, and then some hi-hats, but also big claps, risers, and some airy crashes. As we transitioned into the bridge and the verse, though, I dropped out that synth bass, the airy crashes, the riser and claps, and that helped create a subtle energy drop. Take a listen. Now finally, the intros and outros were thinned out even more, as they're usually meant to serve as ramps leading you into and out of the song. For the intro, I kept those same three basic elements, and then for the outro, I dropped out all the vocals and the basses entirely. Now ultimately, you should do whatever the song calls for because every production is different and there are no strict rules, but some of my favorite elements to remove or change outside of the chorus to drop energy quickly are the bass and the hi-hats. Basses are kind of weird in that they may or may not be heard, but they are always felt, and when they are absent, the song definitely feels empty. In my specific scenario here, it made sense for us to keep the 808 present throughout the main parts of the song, especially because it had a relatively quick decay, but I wanted to add more energy during the chorus, which is why I added this synth bass. The hi-hats are also special because they kind of serve almost as a metronome, and any change there will also be immediately felt. So for example, here I have eighth notes, and at 120 BPM, this feels somewhat fast. But if I were to double the length of these notes and make them say 1/4, the timing is still there, but now the song feels slower. Other techniques you can use for the beat include dropping out the drums entirely, adding filters to muffle a section, and maybe even adding a new sound because it doesn't always have to be about subtraction. Now, if you're dealing with vocals like I am here, then this is where things get more interesting because that means that you don't have to just rely on the beat. The beat for this song had very subtle energy changes, but that was because I relied heavily on some vocal production. So the main part of this song was structured to have a two-part chorus, a bridge, and a verse. Now, I wanted to make it feel like a slow decline into the verse, so for the first part of the chorus, I had quite a few vocal stacks, including some leads, harmonies, and doubles, which were also panned to create a wide stereo field. Combined with some ad-libs and big reverbs and some carefully placed delay throws, that made Indy, the artist here, sound lush and grand. Take a listen.
I make them roll in they grave. Ancestors smiling, I know I'm inspiring. I broke them out of the cage, taking my parents to early retirement. Please get the out my face. Blew it back at the sex, you should ask if they hiring. They used to laugh in my face. Please get the out of the way.
As we transitioned into the second half of the verse where Quentin came in, I still had some stacks, but they were more spread out. We had no ad-libs, and the reverbs and delays were also decreased. Following down to the bridge, here I only had one low octave, which was also actually lowered in volume, and some slight delay throws. By the time we made it to the verse, I really only had the lead with some subtle inflections for AD, and in doing all of this, I effectively managed to bring down the energy. Take a listen to the vocals again from the chorus down to the verse.
Ha, ha, ha. I make them roll in they grave. Ancestors smiling, I know I'm inspiring. I broke them out of the cage, taking my parents to early retirement. Please get the out my face. Blew it back at the sex, you should ask if they hiring. They used to laugh in my face. Please get the out of the way.
I feel like a made man. I feel like 100 grand when I walk through. I'm imported from Japan. Yakuza my left hand. So watch who you talk to. These keep fumbling. The money keep coming in. What you gon' do? You cross with my brother and them, their heads will be tumbling. But that's on you, yeah, that's on you. We all got choices. You can choose your life or a bag. Pick your poison. You can choose your life or a bag. We all got choices. You can choose your life or a bag. Pick your
Like tailor-made dress pants. I need you to cut me slack, ain't no running back. If it's adding up, give me some of that. Let the rain fall and the thunder clap.
So as you can see, there are a ton of different ways to manipulate energy in a song, and I encourage you to get creative, but the main idea still stands. Make sure that your arrangements move energy. This is ultimately how you will create engaging productions that tell a story and keep people listening. Now, as mentioned, this song was part of a bigger project. I handled the production and the mixing for all the songs, but I then sent it over to a mastering engineer to give the songs a finishing polish and get them ready for distribution. Nonetheless, sometimes a quality mastering engineer can be a little expensive, so if the budget is tight, or if you just want something quick and affordable for your beat-tape releases, then you might want to consider an alternative like Mixia from today's video sponsor, DistroKid. I've spoken about DistroKid before. They are one of the most affordable and hassle-free ways to distribute your music, but what you might not know is that they recently released a new service called Mixia. Mixia is a mastering tool that can help you add that finishing touch to any track and get it ready for streaming platforms. Mixia has a super simple interface, and to use it, all you have to do is upload your mixed audio file and let it do its thing. After it's done, you can preview your master track and even make adjustments if you choose to, and the best part is that you get unlimited previews, so you can do this until you get it just right. Once you're happy with your results though, you can select your preferred HD format and you're set. Now, you do get one free download to start, but if you wish to continue using the service, Mixia is only $99 a year for unlimited masters. Go ahead and give your tracks the attention and polish they deserve and check out Mixia, link down below. But that's it for me, friend. Hopefully this video was helpful, and if it was, don't forget to give it a like and share it with a friend. That really helps me out. Go ahead and click right over here to watch another video, but I'll see you on the next one.